Message changed my mind, and I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. My feet up, got a bag for the visa. Pulling up the leader, getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models. It's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Watson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Malone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give. This is Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Perez. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw. Perez. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Perez on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Richmond. Green the line.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Fired quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Down. Blue 80.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Looking to throw. Perez. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! Gone!
Perez to throw on second down. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Perez operating from the gun. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Black 22!
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2 yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this out past the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Tiger! Richmond! Down! Green, 39!
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Richmond! Blue 80!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
4 down. Red! Green, 39!
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down. Perez throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gun!
Perez now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there was no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Tiger! Black 22! Black 22!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
A 10th carry for Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Down. Blue 80.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And a little floater there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Tiger. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Black 22. Black 22.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Perez throwing on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Gun.
To throw is Perez. To throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Detroit! Hot!
Perez looking to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Black 22!
Running with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield.
Come back!
Here's Watson. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Watson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Richmond!
On the ground, Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black 22!
Watson off play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now. It hurts.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Over!
Now Perez throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80! Come back! Tiger!
After the interception, here's Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
We got three, fellas. Black 22! Black 22!
Back to throw, Watson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Target!
From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete here on third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing on first down. Perez. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Perez now. Off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Black 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Hey, black 22! Black 22!
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now it's Watson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Perez, operating from the gun. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Perez. Going to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints coming out now to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Open man there is Malone. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A busy night continues for Kamara, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Watson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
You got him. You got him. Reset. Down. Green, the line.
Watson now, operating from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Coming left is Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Watson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And here he's got Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Perez on 1st and 10, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Reset. Down. Back 22.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. On the ground, this is Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done. Now part 2. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Again they run with Gurley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gun!
From the gun, Perez. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that, and just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
Now Perez off the play fake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Leopard! Gun!
Perez now to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. So they're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free to protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Panthers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chain, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, game in the choke.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me, what should I do? Keep getting money, it's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday, with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when they drop home, game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count.
Tell me something